dancing through life, swaying and sweeping, and always keeping cool.
Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Fiero Time, Backstage at Wicked with me, Jonah Platt. And today it's also Backstage at Wicked with Lucy Platt. I get a lot of questions about what the difference is between an understudy and a standby, or cover as they're known. So I thought today we'd take a look at what it is to be a standby. So quickly, an understudy is generally somebody who's in the ensemble, meaning that they perform every night on an ensemble track, but they're also taught a principal track. So for example, I have two understudies, Ryan Vasquez and Kurt Hansen, and if I were ever to be out, one of those two guys who appear in the show every night on an ensemble track would take over the Fiero track, and a swing, who's sort of like an understudy, or an ensemble understudy, would cover their track. A standby or cover, our show only has two. One is for Glinda and one is for Elphaba, and it's their job to just cover that track. They don't perform in the show every night, but they do come every night backstage and hang here so that they're on call in case something happens to the Glinda or Elphaba so that they can come on stage. So today I thought it'd be fun to talk to some of our standbys and let you guys know a little bit about more what that lifestyle is like. What do you say, Luce? Let's do it. All right, we are here with our brand new Glinda standby, Miss Jenna Claire Mason. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
You have literally just arrived. This is your first week on the job.
Exactly.
Thoughts, feelings, emotions. How does it feel to be here?
It's a little surreal. I saw the original cast 12 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
And because that's when Wicked opened, was 12
Sure.
years ago. And I was like, well, that's what I want to do. I want to be in that show.
Really?
Someday. And so I think being here has been really surreal.
That's pretty amazing. What do you think about seeing Wicked in particular that first time really was such a game changer for you?
Definitely like Kristen Chenoweth and the pink dress. I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. That's her job.
She's pretty good.
She's getting to sing and dance around on stage and wear pretty dresses. Like, who could ask for anything more?
What are some of the big steps you took that brought you here to Broadway to Wicked?
Ooh, good question, Jonah.
Yeah,
I started doing just like local community theater. And
Where are you from?
Originally from Nashville, Tennessee.
Right on.
I went to Elon University in North Carolina. Go Phoenix. And
Wait, I thought you went to North Carolina.
Elon's in North Carolina.
But you just said go Phoenix.
Phoenix is our mascot.
Oh, I thought you meant the city in Arizona. All right.
Nope, that's
why I play Fiero.
That's our mascot.
Is this your Broadway debut?
This is my Broadway debut. I did
Mine
a couple.
too.
Woohoo!
Right on.
Yeah. And now I'm here with you on this couch.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So you clearly know the show very well.
Yes.
What one moment are you super excited that you get to do now?
I don't think anything beats coming down in the bubble.
It's pretty cool.
And I knew it was going to be cool because I had practiced in it, but then when I actually had my put-in rehearsal, they had the light shining in on it, and then the bubble machine was going, and then having all the people down there. I can't imagine what it's actually going to be like when there's actually people in the seats.
Unbelievable. For people who don't know, can you tell us what a put-in rehearsal is?
A put-in rehearsal is the first time you leave the rehearsal room and you're on stage, and you're in costumes, and all the technical elements are there, and the lighting, but... and you have other cast members there, but the orchestra's not there, and there's obviously not an audience.
People won't believe this. How many of those do you get before you were officially on?
One.
One.
You get
they
one
let you run it one time. Okay, as a final parting thought, what's one piece of advice you could give to all the Broadway hopefuls out there about what they can be doing to reach the same heights that you're now reaching?
I think it's a good idea to go to school. Some people like to go to a conservatory. I was really glad that I went to a liberal arts school because I think it was really valuable for me to not only be in acting and singing and dancing classes, but also to be in math classes, and science classes, and English classes, because I think the more you know about the world, the more well-rounded person you are, and the more well-rounded performer you can be.
Jenna, Claire, thank you so much
for
taking the time.
On Fiero Time.
Oh, wait, say that louder one more time.
Thanks for having me on Fiero Time.
Hashtag Fiero Time.
Hashtag Fiero Time.
Hey guys, I'm here with you now to do the Fiero 5, your fan questions that I'm going to answer. This week I asked you guys to send your questions in on Instagram, And I am happy to report that I was flooded with literally hundreds of questions. It's so awesome to see you guys getting involved and getting engaged and showing your interest. And I wish I could get to all of them, but I can only get to 5. I will say a lot of them are questions that I've actually already answered on the show. So make sure you take a look back at the first 3 episodes, and maybe your question will have already been answered. Wicked.and.more.bway asks, do you get any green on you during As Long As You're Mine? And the answer is yes. Before I go on, they put a little extra powder on me and on Elphaba, so to try to prevent as much green from rubbing off as possible. But some does come off, but just a little bit. And as soon as I come off, I get my face cleaned up, and they put more powder on me, and I'm good to go for the next scene. Galinda.Fide asks, what was my rehearsal schedule like? Well, I had a month of rehearsal before I opened. The first week was just me, the stage manager Mary Beth, and my dance captain Spencer Jones, mostly just working on Dancing Through Life choreography, as well as the rest of my staging for the show. Week 2, Rachel Tucker also started, so we started working together a little bit, did some scene work with the Glinda and Elphaba standby, Tess and Emily, and just kept that going up through weeks 3 and 4. During the last week, finally got my the big put-in rehearsal where we get to do one full run-through with sound and lights and costumes and all that. And then I was on Broadway. Sophia_is_wicked asks, what quality in Fiero can I personally relate to in myself? I love how in the opening scene, when Fiero first enters, he's the only person who doesn't comment on Elphaba being green the moment he sees her. You know, she bangs on his car and he looks up and he just says, well, of course, it's daytime. He doesn't say anything about, who's the green person? None of that. He just takes people as they are and doesn't freak out and doesn't really prejudge anybody. And I think that or at least strive to have that quality where I'm not going to judge somebody the second I meet them, or hopefully not at all until I get to know them as a person, which is sort of what Fiero does. Broadway_freak_24601 asks, do you know what Seussical is? Yes, I do. I am aware of Seussical. If so, what would be your dream role to play in that show? I've never seen nor heard Seussical, though I am aware of it. Is the Lorax in there? He seems pretty sweet. Last question. Artichoke Witch. What is something nobody knows but you wish everyone knew? It's a good question. I'm going to tailor this to theater enthusiasts and people who maybe aspire to be on the stage. I think a common misconception is that talent is above and beyond the most important thing that's going to get you where you want to go in your life, whether it's theater or really anything. And I don't think that's correct. Talent is important. You know, you can't be tone deaf and be on Broadway. But what's equally or even more important is hard work, professionalism, and relationships. Those are the things that are going to help you be successful in life. Talent's only one, sizable, but not nearly all of the puzzle. Thank you guys so much for your questions. We're here for a special official Fiero time with Emily Cook, Glinda, Elphaba standby, who is going to be leaving us to take over the role of Elphaba on the national tour. First question, what was your reaction when you found out that you were going on the tour?
I was actually walking from my favorite coffee shop, and so I was already having a pretty good day because I had my iced latte in my hand and I was excited, and then my phone rang, picked it up, and I ended up dropping the latte. I kid you not.
Aww,
I kid you not.
So nice.
That did happen.
And where are you from originally?
Los Angeles, like you.
Up top.
Boom, boom, the Valley, 818.
818. I'm a 310, but
Oh.
I appreciate the 818.
Yeah.
A lot of friends from the 818. Has this been something that's been a lifelong dream of yours, or did you come to it later in life?
No, lifelong. Absolutely, unabashedly will say that this is all I've wanted to do.
Was this your first show on Broadway?
Yes.
Amazing.
Broadway debut.
Mine too.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes.
What is a favorite role that you've played at any level, Garth, when you were 3 to now? Not including Elphaba, obviously.
Okay. Joe March and Little Women.
Joe March and Little Women? I've never seen Little Women.
Oh,
I saw the
love
movie.
it. I
I had a
love
big
it.
crush on Kirsten Dunst, but I never saw the musical.
Oh, of course. I think we all did. Fun
Yeah.
fact, I also served her communion one time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
That
kid you not.
is- Talk about a religious
Kirsten,
experience.
if you ever see this, that was me who handed that wafer to you.
Kirsten, if you ever see this, thank you for watching my Broadway.com vlog.
I really hope you do.
Okay, and what's a dream role that you've yet to play that is on the bucket list that you'd love to play one day?
Dot in Sunday in the Park with George.
One of my favorite musicals.
Yep, one of the best.
Now, a little more Wicked-centric.
Oh, yes, okay.
What is one of your favorite moments as Elphaba that you get to? I mean, there are so many great things. What's something, just anything that stands out in your mind? It doesn't have to be the best one, but just something that stands out in your mind that you love getting to do.
I love the dance between her and Glinda. I've always loved the dance. Like, the first time I saw it, too, I was just like, tears all over the place.
Final question.
Okay.
In real life, are you more like a Glinda or are you more like an Elphaba?
100% like an Elphaba. I really don't have any Glinda tendencies.
So what do you identify so strongly with Elphaba?
Oh, her passion, her determination, her stubbornness, her clothing choices.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you a fan of the woven black dress?
I am a big fan of the
Just
woven
a closet
black
full
dress.
of woven dresses?
Oh, yes, actually.
Any parting advice for people out there who might want to be following in your footsteps and take that long road to Broadway?
Follow the signs. Follow the signs.
Well, like this way to New York? It's been a blast chatting with you.
It's been a blast.
Best of luck to you on the tour. It's going to be awesome. We're all rooting for you. You deserve all good things.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for me this week, guys. Thank you all so much for watching every week. Thank you to everybody who sent in their Instagram questions this week. Big thank you to Jenna Claire Moffat. She's actually gone on as Glinda since that interview, and she was fantastic. Big congratulations to Emily, who by the time this airs will be about to debut on the national tour. So I wish you all the luck in the world, Emily. And big thank you to my cousins, the Barons, for this cool thing I'm holding in my hand. I can't wait to be back here next week. Hope to see you all here for the next exciting installment of Fiero Time. Hashtag Fiero Time. Booyah!
Dancing through life, swaying and sweeping, and always keep